Today we're going to talk about ghosting. Overall, ghosting is pretty pathological, but it is currently really popular and normalized. But overall, ghosting is about them, not about you. If they refuse to engage in normal behavior, that's on them. And overall, you can't control what someone else is going to do, but it's definitely, of course, going to affect us. This is relationships by way of dating, employer-employee, even family relationships. Now, if you want to distract yourself and look at something else that's pathological, read my book. I'm right behind you. It's about a psychologist that might have had an affair with, might have murdered, a patient he was having an affair with. Okay, that's definitely not normal behavior. Okay, so let's go back to ghosting. Let's go over 6 reasons. Number 1, the person has decided they're not into it anymore. Yes, sorry to say this, but they're not feeling it. They don't want to hurt your feelings. They've decided that this is more gentle. They think it's okay, maybe not exactly okay, but they're hoping that you'll get it, that you'll think, oh, okay, now I understand. Okay. 2, this person is not worth dealing with. They're not going to give you an explanation. They don't think you're worth giving an explanation, so this situation is better that you find out now. The trash is taking itself out. Okay. 3, they've decided that you have said the wrong thing to them. Maybe you were breathing wrong. Maybe they decided what you said was offensive, but they're not going to tell you. You're expected to be a mind reader. Okay. Number 4, it's like number 3, but with malicious intentions. It's kind of, they are extremely offended, and this is usually narcissistically laced. They expect you to worship them for whatever reason, and this is kind of like, this is malicious. They're thinking, okay, I'm ghosting. They should figure it out on their own. They know what they did. And again, they're expecting you to be a mind reader. Okay, number 5. They've decided they feel unsafe if they're around you. Maybe for one reason or multiple reasons, they've decided that they're scared. Okay. Number 6, and this one is pretty unfortunate. This is ghosting with a sadistic angle. Okay. This is coercive control with a sadistic, manipulative intent. They want you to start chasing them after they pull the ghosting act. They want to sit back, and they're hoping that multiple messages will just pile up. Okay. Don't message them. Ignore them. In all of these situations, ignore. With this specific situation and the others, they're most likely or not going to send a message, but with this last one, the malicious one, a few weeks later, you may get a text that with a question mark. You could also get a text where they're casually continuing where they left off, as if, that's okay. You might just get a random message like that. Or they may attempt to turn the tables. So they're so shocked that you didn't chase them that they will play the victim. And also in their minds, they really see themselves as a victim because you didn't chase them. So the message might be, how dare you ghost me? Now for a second, you might feel confused. This is kind of like a last second gaslighting attempt that they're pulling. And again, in this situation, ignore. Now, using your own discretion if you want to, though I don't 100% recommend this, you could send only if you want to and if you think it's warranted, an exit message where you don't point fingers, you don't say they did it, you might blame it on external sources. Like, look, we're so busy, we haven't been able to message each other. And you have proof, neither one of you have, So you're like, see? And you can, maybe go back to, former interactions, like, wow, it was great, we did communicate, something. Whatever you're doing, you're implying that you will have to move forward, keep it short, an exit message and all. You're probably not going to get a response. They probably won't respond at all if you send it, but you might get an okay, and it could be it. They, this might be enough to send them on their way. They're most likely, and I can't guarantee this, they probably won't contact you again, but don't think that they won't lurk around. They could lurk around from time to time on social media, other places, in general. So if what I just said feels wrong, it feels off, don't do it. Go with your gut. And if you really feel unsafe, go to the authorities or talk to a professional. And again, if you want to distract yourself for entertainment, read my book. No, just kidding. Okay.